so we know how to be and how to be closer to him and be better people. So I've got a bit of it. It's supposed to be rap, but I don't really rap. I don't rap as well as I sing, so I'll read it as best I can and see if we can figure out which parable it comes from, which is a story that is in the Bible that means something else other than what is literally written on here. See how good we are at thinking. Once upon a time there was a dad and his boys. He gave them loads of gifts and plenty of toys. One brother was quick, a real bright spark. Bert worked hard and got great marks. He listened to his dad and did what he was told. He even worked hard when he had a cold. The other brother, Chad, was a real tricky fish. Sat around all day and licked chocolate from a dish. He was lazy as could be, didn't do a thing, stayed in bed all the time, then went out partying. One day Chad said, I'm bored of this place, need to get out, must pack my case. He went to his dad and asked for the money. His dad said, son, are you trying to be funny? I'm not funny, Dad, I hate this home. I'm going to get out, take an aeroplane to Rome. He took the money and then he ran, and he didn't even stop to say goodbye to his gran. The other brother Bert looked after his dad. He worked on the farm, he was a real good lad. The years went by and they didn't hear a thing. Nobody knew what Chad was doing. At first Chad had fun, he was friends with the stars. He spent loads of money on sweets and fast cars. He was out all night spending his cash. His friends thought he was cool and all his clothes were flash. Then one day Chad looked into his purse. Oh no, Chad cried, this couldn't be worse. He had no money, not even a penny. He had spent it all and he hadn't saved any. What could he do? He was in a tight spot. He couldn't go home, he'd been a real clot. He went through the bins but only found a welly. All his friends went away because he was so smelly. Chad was starving, hungry and needed to eat. He could find no food and was sleeping on the street. He walked all day till he met a man who owned 10 pigs and needed a hand. Look after my pigs, keep them nice and clean. I can't pay you because I don't have a bean. If you get hungry, you can eat the scraps that the pigs don't eat whilst they're having their naps. So Chad worked hard, which was kind of new. He cleaned the pigs and shoveled up their poo. He ate the food that they didn't need. It was real gross and made him heave. One day he sat down feeling so sad he couldn't help but think about his dad. He thought about the people that worked for him. The food they got was not this grim. He thought for a bit and came up with a plan. He would travel home, he missed his nan. He would say that he was sorry, that he'd been wrong. He would like to work for them if they could get along. He would do any job, he wouldn't moan. He would just be glad to be back at home. He said goodbye to the pigs, he was in a hurry. He gave them each a hug and told them not to worry. His old dad at home, eating up a snack, prayed each day that his son would come back. He went to the window and saw to his surprise a man on the path with tears in his eyes. He ran down the road with his arms stretched wide. He grabbed Chad and hugged him tight. He said, my son, I'm so glad you're here. Bert, get your brother a beer. My son, he was lost, but now he is found. He's back and wants to turn his life around. Get cooking a roast, I want lots of ice cream. Tonight we party, we are celebrating. Bert looked on with shock at the happy crowd. What has Chad done? He yelled and roared. I've worked hard, looked after you, Dad, done what you asked, been a good lad. Chad has done nothing, just run off with the money, and now he sits eating ice cream and honey. It's not fair, Bert shouted. He stomped about, crossed his arms and pouted. His dad saw the scene and went to Bert. I understand, boy, that you must feel hurt. I love you, son, as much as your brother. You have been here and we've looked after one another. But this son was lost, he went away. He said goodbye to me, but he's returned today. Jesus loves us all, one the same as the other. He celebrates with us as we get back our brother. God is full of grace, it doesn't matter what you do. He loves us to pieces and will forgive you. You've been away, you've had some fun, but now that's ended, now that's done. You think about God, your heavenly dad. Can you come back to him? Will he be glad? He promises to love us no matter what we do. Like in this story, he'll always welcome you. So, anyone remember the parable? Go on, Farah. Definitely the lost son. And he will, no matter where you are, what you do, what you've done, how you've been, where you've been, he'll always welcome us back.